Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Thais, and we are about to get into part 2 of The Sinking City.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania? Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania? book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina. Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina.
Take this, ape face. Take this,
What?
ape face.
Happening? What?
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run! Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What?
Take this. Yeah, run! Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them.
What?
When he got
Take
wounded, he
this, ape
fled.
face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. There was a fierce fight here, but but someone tried to flee. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. Choo choo. Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem. So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Lewis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now.
There's
I
something in the
don't yet
pocket.
have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly, with the fuss snooping around about the port. But don't worry, I've stuck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply to the channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. Peter.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far. The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far. The door won't budge. Budge.
Yeah, I suck at that. I need to get better. That was just here.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. Mr. Throckmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. They sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive.
I've encountered something.
Unsettling things appear after the flood. I don't have. I've commissioned a few studies on them.
Unusual
We know
creatures.
little more than when we
They sure
started.
weren't friendly.
They're aggressive. You've seen a wild beast, fortunately. I'm somewhat surprised to see you
Yeah.
still alive.
That firsthand.
Try to appear after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them to keep your weapons. We know little more than when we started. They're aggressive.
Mr. Throgmorton.
Fortunately,
I'm afraid
not
I have
immune
bad
to
news.
gunfire.
Yeah. Yeah, that first hand. Found
Try
yourself
to
in a
avoid
basement
them when
near my
possible.
warehouse.
And when you
Sorry.
can't, keep your weapons handy.
Shot in the head and the body hit. Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad
It
news.
cannot be true.
Yeah,
No,
found your son in
no,
the basement of a
no. I
nearby
don't
warehouse.
believe it.
I'm sorry.
No.
He was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hit. My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton.
It cannot be
Hope for a
true.
happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. I don't believe so it. So much of our blood spilled for nothing. So much effort in vain.
My condolences,
My
Mr.
poor
Throgmorton.
Albert.
Hope for a
Tell
happier
me you know
outcome.
your condolences will not want to look back in the eyes. So much of beg for mercy for nothing. So much effort in vain. My
Seems like he was a
poor
fisherman by the name of
Albert.
Lewis.
Tell me you know
He had a
who
gun,
did it.
pursued
I
Albert
want
after
to
he
look
fled
him
the
in the
house.
eyes. Make him beg for mercy.
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther. Seems like he was a fisherman.
Those filthy scum have done it
He had a
now.
gun,
When
pursued
I'm
Albert
through
after
with
he fled
them,
the house.
they will rule Lewis the day they dare lay a finger on a Throgmorton.
Turns out you were
dirtbag
right.
Lewis.
He's an Innsmouther.
He and I are due a reckoning. Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground.
I've seen
They're
some,
everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this
Like
darn
nothing I've
port
ever
closure.
encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are.
I've seen
but
some
consider yourself lucky to still be
unsettling
in one piece.
creatures
They
around.
arrived in the flood.
Like nothing I've ever
Some say
encountered.
they come from the sea.
What are they?
Others they are caves. So you met a wild beast, newcomer.
And
No one knows
do
what
you
they
say?
are. If it bleeds, you can kill it. Lucky to still be in one piece. Keep your gun handy. They arrived in the flood. If you want to erase the memory, they come from the sea. I sell a perfect cure right They are caves. Punishment for us. Better to be a coward and live.
And
than
what do you
brave
say?
and dead. If it bleeds, you can kill it. Unless you're a newcomer. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase
I'm looking
the
for a
memory,
man by the name of
I
Lewis
sell a
Flynn.
perfect cure.
Any
right
chance he's here?
Remember, even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man
As
by
it
the name of
happens,
Lewis
I know
Flynn.
you owe a debt to
Any
Mr.
chance he's
Flynn.
here?
Yeah.
Trouble is,
Even if I
found your
knew,
note near the dead
I
body
don't
of
rat
Albert
to
Throgmorton,
newcomers.
son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. As it happens,
handed
I know
him
you
over
owe
and
a
he
debt
won't
to
be
Mr.
back
to
to
collect
Flynn.
what you owe. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead
rock.
body of Albert
That would explain
Throgmorton,
the blood.
son of Robert.
Fine.
So, it seems
If it gets
Lewis is
me
in
out of
trouble.
this mess,
Might have
you
even
can
come
have
here
it.
to hide. So,
He's
you
upstairs.
hand him over, and he
Here's the
won't be
key.
back to collect what you owe.
You gotta promise to deal with it once and for all. That would explain. Save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart
It gets
man.
me out of this mess.
There's your
you
good
can
deed
have
for
it.
the day. So,
He's upstairs.
Bye.
Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for
Embrace
outside, huh?
your fate.
man, there's your good deed for the day. Bye.
Embrace your fate.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. Hey, who was all that crazy apes? What are you doing?
Charles
You hear me?
Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son, Albert. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to start at the beginning for now. What happened? But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster
We were in
than you
our
can say
house, me,
poetic
Paul, and
justice.
Will. I got nothing to hide. Mary gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all
Start at
still
the
be
beginning.
alive.
Come on, Happus. Focus.
Right. We were in our house, me, Paul, and Mary dragged that damn Mary gone to the sea. He was. So I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on.
He was out cold.
Focus.
Then woke in an instant, started screaming and Mary dragged that damn ape to our house. Can't remember a thing about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold.
No
Then
warning,
woke in
no
an
second
instant,
chances.
started screaming,
He
attacking
pursued
us.
Albert even after he fled.
After that,
Why?
I can't remember a thing. Well, I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist
No
descended
warning, no
over me.
second chances.
First thing
He
I
pursued
recall
Albert even after he fled.
is
Why?
that darn warehouse and me, I covered in blood. When he had no idea what happened, I suspected it had something to do with that ape over me. Turns First thing I recall, I was right. After is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood.
I hear there's a bit of a
I had
feud between
no
the
idea what
Innsmouthers
happened,
and
though.
the Throgmortons.
I suspected it had something to
Care
do
to
with
fill
that
me
ape.
in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand
I hear there's a
family
bit of a
sheltered us,
feud
but
between
others
the
were not as
Innsmouters and the
hospitable.
Throgmortons.
We needed jobs,
Care to fill
food,
me in?
medicine. Those apes hated us, the city, from the moment we arrived in Oakmont.
So,
Our home was destroyed. Every crumb of bread. We just needed a place to stay. Those Throgmortons and their high sheltered us, but only made our lives harder. Always conspiring behind our medicine. Always setting people against us. We had to fight for every crumb of bread like we suffered. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder. Always conspiring
the things
behind
you
our
did
backs.
to Albert don't look
Always
like a bloody rage.
setting people
Fatal shot
against
to the
us.
head, a hidden body.
I'd love to see
One
them
might
suffer
start to
like we
wonder if
suffered.
it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. You mentioned it might start to wonder if it was deliberate. What do you mean?
I don't know what to say. So you're a newcomer myself. Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question. You
Okay.
mentioned a grand family.
People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families.
A
There's the
newcomer
Carpenters
with a
who
gun.
control most of the city's
Answer the
underworld.
question.
The Blackwoods who share kin with Innsmouthers. People here are crazy about
And let me
bloodlines,
guess,
tradition,
the
reputation.
Throgmortons.
Right. The head honchos of Oakmont called the Grand Family. Now that most of the Black Carpenters control most of the city's nobody left to protect us Blackwoods who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the What kind of- Throgmortons.
Right.
Why
Those
do
filthy
you-
apes.
Your
Now that
face
most of the
is,
Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us because I look different to you. When I spit on me, whisper to your friends, what's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. Of just your face. Never met someone like you before.
Oh, so you're here to attack
didn't
me
mean
just
any
because I look
offense.
different to you? Innsmouthers spit on me, whisper to your friends, what's new? You're gonna see a lot of us.
I'm sorry.
So you better get over
I
it.
didn't know how to ask. I've
We
just
are proud of
never
who
met
we
someone
are.
like you before. I think I've got all offense.
Please, Mr. Mother's body. Don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. Us here. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest. Have mercy, please. I have a family.
I think I've got all I need.
Without me, they'll starve. Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no
This
position
is
to
not
ask.
exactly cut
I didn't want to do
dry.
whatever it is I did.
some time to
Honest.
think.
Have mercy. Perhaps I can offer something. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve. A few bullets on me.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think. You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed. I still
Now,
have.
don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn. You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
This is tough. I'm gonna have to save here.
Bye. Bye. I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things, probably in the back alleys. And they tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. I tracked the murderer down.
Are you certain
by
the
those
body is his?
things beyond any back alleys. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. It's from his jacket. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
This was my revenge to exact, not some
Beyond any
wild
doubt.
beasts. Something
All that's
must be
left of
done
him is a
about
heap
those
of
pests.
flesh and this scrap
Still,
of cloth.
justice has
It's
been
from his
served.
jacket. His desk is
This isn't
friends.
closure, alas. But at least I know now the revenge to exact, not some wild beasts.
Mr. Throgmorton,
Something must be done about
I
those
hate to
pests.
press you, but do you
Still,
think you could help me
justice
now?
has been served. We've earned it. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the solves a crime the police couldn't. But I digress.
Mr. Throgmorton,
Remind me.
I hate to press you,
What
but
brought
do you
you
think
to
you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think
I
come up barely
think
off a
I'm
boat.
going mad.
Solves a crime the police couldn't. But
I
I
see
digress.
things, visions,
Remind me.
and I needed
What
to
brought
stop.
you to
I was drawn here or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong,
I
Mr.
see
Reed.
things,
An
visions.
inexplicable
I need
hysteria
to
spread
stop.
through Oakmont
I was
after
drawn
the flood.
here,
I
or
funded an
guided,
expedition
or
to explore recent
But
geological
I believe the
activity that
source
may
of
be
this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr.
A
Reed.
geological
An
expedition.
inexplicable hysteria
I'm not sure I
spread
follow.
through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activities above, so we know. So I sent men to find out.
Geological expedition. I'm not sure I case of hysteria involve shared visions as well.
Since the flood, many Oakmont saw similar nightmares above, so we lead Professor Doe the So I sent men to find out.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well? Streets.
Since the flood, many
And a voice
Oakmont
calling
have
from
had
the
similar
depths.
nightmares. No words exactly. Professor Doe the expedition proposed the expedition to them desperately
Waterlogged
wanted to find the
ruins with
cause.
unnatural architecture. Sleeping giants. Drowned streets. You mentioned the flood, and a voice calming from the depths. You think it's more than just a
No
natural
words
disaster?
exactly. You weren't here, Mr. Reed. Proposed the expedition. What happened? Desperately wanted to find scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything? You mentioned the flood.
Do not know.
You think it's more than just a
Albert is-
natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Was part of it. What happened is passing valid scientific explanation. Why was he alone at the port?
Has your expedition
Where
found
are the
anything?
others? I do not know.
You think your son was killed
Albert
because
is-
the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? His passing cannot be news for a week, then Albert. Why was he alone? The only one I could trust. And where are the others? Sure, it is killed.
You think your son was killed because the
sound
expedition
suspicious.
uncovered something?
Mr. Reed, is it so hard to believe? I want you to find out what's going on. No news for a week, then Albert. You're as the only one I could trust. Results as I am. Sure, it is killed.
It does sound suspicious. If I'm going to look
Mr.
into
Reed.
this, I'll need to know
I
more.
want you to find out what's
Where should
going
I
on.
start?
I'll give you the address. You're as interested in the expedition's results as
That's
I
all
am.
you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed.
If I'm going to look into
Do not
this,
speak to
I'll
me
need to
like
know
that
more.
again.
I'm sorry, should I start, Morton?
I'll
I
give
just
you the
meant the more
address
I
of the
know,
expedition's
better.
headquarters. I am a busy man.
That's all you can tell
I
me?
funded the research. We left all preparations to Professor Doe, and do not speak to me. When you've finished, come see me at the
Sorry,
Throckmorton
Mr.
Family Manor.
Throckmorton. I just
It's in
meant the
Oak
more I
Grove.
know,
Here,
the better.
I am a busy man.
What about my
I funded the
expenses?
research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe, and of course, when you've finished, come see me at the Throckmorton Family Manor here at the port. It's in Old Grove. I'll also include a fair advance and bullets.
What about my expenses?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Task. And of after the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering for your work here at the bullets port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
And I'm allowed to leave this place finally. That was a long intro. A lot of things are going
The door won't budge.
What the? Get them! Oh!
The door won't budge.
You want a drink?
What's your problem?
What the? Get them! Oh! You want a drink?
What's your problem?
over here, so that's good. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams, metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache. The worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of boat helped me survive and reach the shore off the small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, babbling about ancient ruins and their denizens. The official said none of what I thought I seen was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers gained after the ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on the island, something old, dark, and slithering, and it still haunts me.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers. Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers. No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return. No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Oh, wow. That's probably going to be my favorite. That was what the guy was wearing that when I first got here. I wonder if this will be like Grand Theft Auto and then that outfit will get you in special doors and shit. Nice! Okay, that's probably going to be my favorite. Wow. Wow. That is, nice. All that we see or seen is just a dream within a dream.
Never again, they say.
Mr. Reed, I understand you are a private
Never
eye that
again,
caught
they
the
say.
murderer in the port. My life is in danger and I cannot trust anyone in this city. Please come to my room, which is opposite of yours. I'm in despair. My studies have drawn attention of vile forces that stalk me and will take me soon. I have cast a lot, and am being saved beyond saving, but the 7 books must be saved at any cost. Even if I'm gone, find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's last hope for enlightenment. Please be the bearer of life, for I have failed. Side mission time. Alright. It's disgusting. There's not even. Mr. Reed, you were the rare example of a man who treated one of my kind humanely, and I feel I have to repay a debt to you. Take this friendly piece of advice. Run, save your life. Leave this storage city. Don't dig into its secrets, for they are not worth it. There is nothing good left here. I believe you can find a way to escape. Louis Flynn. And another one. Seems you overexerted yourself on conducting the investigation for Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you the Devil's Reef when you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be here every time. Right. How do I actually use it though? That's the thing. Nice.
The door won't budge.
I can see inside of it though. Interesting. Oh, nothing to share. Oh, great, more stuff.
The door won't budge.
Let's go upstairs. It's pretty sure I'll have to go in somewhere else. Oh. I don't know if this bathroom looks better or worse than mine. So the lighthouse is out. Several ships may have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing. But now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a nice profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence, need to look into it. Now if only the city wasn't so impossible to navigate. There.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What
Finally,
noise are you
you're
talking
awake.
about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. You want to stay on here, stop making all that noise kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
Yeah, I
Sorry
expect
about
my
that.
guests to be
I
respectable.
don't really remember what happened,
Moans,
but,
chanting,
I'll do
all
my
that
best.
kind of thing. Yeah. It stops. Well, all right. Next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other
sorry about
newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. What happened, but are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood. Next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
I find after they
Not
move
exactly friendly with your
Only
guests.
thing they're good for
Are
is
we the ones
lighting the
keeping
kitchen
you in
stove.
business? Can I have a
All
look?
these newcomers after the flood. They're stark raving mad. Would be interested. You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Fine. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell
Whoa.
you, no one sane would be interested. And
This is
you
gonna be
want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Ah. Okay, so H means that someone lives there. Crosshatch means it's okay. Good shit. And V shaped, it's dangerous. Spiral shape, investigate. Oh shit. Huh. I think I know what that last one means. Okay, that's cool as fuck. me look at those other notes. Let's read all these. The city, no matter how badly the flood damage, is an unnatural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking, even if it means being struck by visions. I went to the eastern part of the Salvation Harbor near the crossing Fitzocalaman Street and Old Church Road. It became the feeling of loneliness. The fear was immense. I was a woman locked in a room, infected and slowly rotting. My body turned into something. It itched badly at my face. I hold on to the skin with both hands to prevent it from growing until I suffocated. I ended up sitting on the road crying until some ins-mouther kicked me and ordered me away. Shit. The visions testing me, playing with my mind. Old forgotten fears come to life. When I was small, I was afraid to stay alone. I thought my parents would leave and never come back. Today I went to the eastern streets of Converside and the visions came on the corner of St. Elmo Lane and Kingscourt Street. I felt alone and forgotten, locked in a room, hungry and frightened. It was so scary to stay inside, but everything was so much worse behind the door. Something scratched in the corridor and there were terrifying screams from outside. I could not run, hide, and I just waited for my mom to return. I'm afraid someone stalks me. It started when I visited Western Advent and I had vision on the intersection of Purity Road and Oak Street. I saw mirrors full of reflections and someone trapped and trying in vain to escape. His expression, fear, and panic shook me deeply. After that, a very tall, skinny man started following me in the distance. What troubles me is that I see him in reflections, but have never caught a street view of the stalker. I'm sure police will mock me if I come asking for protection. Seems it is time to buy a good, trustworthy gun and start to practice. No matter how different my visions may be, they are always so frightening. Today it was a man. He left the house in southern Old Grove and Warwick Streets, somewhere between Seaside and Hillside Streets. Our eyes met. I immediately felt the burning exhalation, a wild torrent of emotions. I saw him amongst the monasteries, touching them, embracing and kissing the monstrosities. The vision was so intense, I bit into and threw up all of my breakfast. He walked up past saying something like, "Curse newcomers." I prayed he wouldn't stop to help. Even now, I close my eyes and see the creatures around us, man. Jesus. Tonight, the Air Force me to leave the hotel. A putrid smell of rotting seaweed and flesh made it hard to breathe. I remember a huge apple tree and thought it may be nicer there. Moreover, I was afraid that the hotel owner would see my seizures. These visions occurred when I was a few blocks from Apple Street and from the apple tree, walking East Brown Street in Central Shells. It felt like I was drowning. I ran forward and passed the street on St. Michael's Church. I felt the water surrounding me, pressing, calling. I needed all my will to fight the desire to go in the mirror and sink to its depths. I was walking on Lombard Street in the Eastern Ring when it happened again. It's not just a vision, but a noise, hissing radio static, growing louder and louder. Voices from afar were lost in it, crying desperately. I tried not to show how bad it was. I was afraid to reveal it to the locals. The images came after I passed Bullitt Street towards Heelog. The hissing flooded my mind. I saw a man surrounded by radios talking to them. He was dying. I felt it, and when it happened, the vision was gone. After this vision, I shake in fear at the sound of the child's cry. It may have happened in the Western Reed Heights on Washington Street. I passed on. I'm not pronouncing that. Heading towards Oak Street, but I saw it. The thing was running so fast. I didn't even understand what it was. It jumped from the window, and the vision struck me immediately. I saw a man, a doctor, hiding in the room. He was writing something, shaking his hand, something like a last will. And then I saw the thing stalking him, a fetus on the pointy legs, the little face full of evil and hatred, shrieking. I cannot forget it. The hotel owner allowed me to look through all the weird notes he found in the room of disappeared newcomers. Among them, I found several pieces from the diary of a man describing his life in Oakmont. He suffered from visions, marked the places where they all happened, and he was trying to avoid them. Today I fell asleep on the street. I'm sure it was connected to my visions because the same nausea and headache as before. It happened in Coverside near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. I felt dizzy. My mouth was full of a bittersweet taste. I saw a woman with kind eyes giving me a drink and whispering something. Immediately after that, I fell asleep and spent nearly half the day lying in the dirt like a hobo. It's a miracle no one stole anything from me. Guys. Local inns Mausers scare me a lot. I've never seen a place with so many ill people. Their face this pursue me even in visions. Recently I was walking in the northern part of Pyramhaven Bay, walking past Whisper Street. I barely made it to Herbert Avenue when the visions came. I saw so many inns Mausers disguised as I stood among many inns Mausers disguised as one of them and listened. Their leader read the story of a captain participating in pagan rites, copulating with savage wishes, and feast, bringing sacrifices. I still remember his name, Obed. I can't help but turn around at any noise after what I saw yesterday. I walked down Murdoch Avenue, Western Advent, near Oak Street. I was hit with excruciating migraine. My nose started to bleed and the visions came. I saw one man writing a letter and another about to strike him from behind. Somehow, I was both the spectator and the sitting man, but no matter how I cried out the warnings or tried to move, it didn't work. It seems I lost consciousness when the killer hit the man's head and took me several hours to get back into the hotel after that. Oh. I'm afraid of the bathroom and the kitchen sink. Each time I went to wash my hands, I tremble in fear. What if they'll talk to me? This began after a vision on Western Mead Heights near the crossing of Ebon Ward and Baker Streets. I saw a man naked, covered in blood, in a room without doors or windows, surrounded by the dark holes of the pipes. He was cutting himself piece by piece, feeding those copper mouths. They were whispering with voices so sweet and promising, but full of hunger and hatred. How could he believe them? Could he even escape? And had he noticed me? Alright, on to this one. But I think I'll end here and start this for part 3.